Okay.
Holy crap, she
9238.
did so much damage off the autos.
9238. Yes!
The
Yes!
madman, he's done it.
You just saw my friend Ryan's Wyvern 13 one-shot team. This team uses two free heroes, one hero you can get from selective summons after clearing episode 3, and it doesn't need any rage gear. Talk about scuffed. Wyvern 13 is one of the most important content in Epic 7. This allows you to farm speed gears, which is usable by any unit in the game, and really just is the bare minimum for getting started, getting your teams geared, getting into PvP potentially, and clearing other difficult PvE content. And the basic theme to clear Wyvern 13 is pretty simple. You just do some hero connection, get those specific heroes, use the free gear, and you can follow his equipment guard, which I'll link in the description. And that's that. You've got a Wyvern 13 team, bingo bongo boo. However, for my friend Ryan, it was too slow. He needed something faster. He didn't want his phone spinning wheels running Wyvern all day. He wants to be texting his friends. He wants to be playing Marvel Snap, all that good stuff. So he needed a faster team. So I got on his account and got to work. Before I could even get started with anything, I had to do some research. I just saw a new type of Wyvern 13 one-shot team by Prof Boy, and he used Arya to clear wave 1, and then Sinful Angelica, and then Karen, and the Secret does the one-shot. So this big innovation here was using Arya to clear the first wave, which is, in my opinion, probably the more difficult part of the one-shot team. So how did I combine this with something to generate something new? Well, the original kind of scuffed Wyvern 13 one-shot guide that I saw was by Mango7. I don't know if he came up with it, but it was just the first time I saw it. And this team used Secret to do the one-shotting, used Seaside Bologna to do the wave 1 clear, but it used Sinful Angelica for a dual attack and Flan for the defense break. So I thought maybe I can kind of combine these two to make an uber scuffed version. And it was a little tricky, but we kind of had to do some testing first. I went on to my account and I tested the Sinful Angelica setup. Unfortunately, that setup just doesn't work. There's some funky stuff going on with the way that Arya puts everybody in stealth, and then Sinful Angelica needs to get killed and she doesn't get targeted, and it gets all kind of funky and weird when you use Flan there instead of Blade Karen. Like, you have to do the actual one shot. You can't do like a fake one shot like what we're doing here, which means Sinful Angelica, she gotta go. So you already know the team, but let's go over it a little bit. Secret you can get from doing the Wyvern Hunt like kind of event thing. As a new player, you get her for free. Ross is our boy Ross. He's the main character. Of course you're gonna get Ross. You just need to finish the story so you can specialty change him into his buffed up form, Adventurer Ross. And our other two heroes, Arya is probably the hardest to get, but you can get her from a story summon, and yeah, that's probably the best way you're going to do it. Or if you're like my friend Ryan, you might hit the end of an anniversary event or some sort of event that gives you an RGB selector, and you can just choose Arya. And then Flan. Flan was tough. Flan's banner was coming up, but she's also in the selective summon that you get after clearing episode 3. So you're going to be clearing the story, getting your Adventure Ross, clearing the story, getting your Flan, and then you're ready to do some one-shot if you got all your characters. Now that we knew our team after a little bit of testing, we got to get on Ryan's account and gear it up. We'll start with Ross. He's really easy peasy. You kind of just slap damage on him. He does need to die, so he can't be that tanky. So it's actually better to put attack on him instead of his usual HP tanky gears. The downside is you're not going to be able to use Ross for any other content besides this. Next, we can do Arya. Arya is like the key factor for clearing wave 1. So we're going to stack up some defense. We get a little bit of attack if we need it. Really high crit damage. And you want her to be fast. We need her to be around 180, 190. And you'll see some of the speed tuning workshopping that goes on in just a bit. Flan is basically ungeared. She's not a real character. She needs like 2 pieces of gear, maybe 3 pieces of gear, and then you're done. Nice. That's why I love using this Flan setup. Secret, Ryan already had geared from previous attempts to do Wyvern One Shot. It's on mostly the free destruction gear from Arena, as well as some pen sets that he managed to pick up. I don't believe you actually need the pen set for this, but it might make it a little trickier. So that is the destruction set. Secret, if you have right set, go for it, but this version of it has worked fine. Basically, we want Arya to go first, we need Ross to follow it up, and we need Flan to go after that, and then Secret will go last, ready to clean up the Wyvern. All right, now that we've done gearing, we've got to start testing this thing out. So let's start with wave 1.
Okay, so what happens here is Arya's gonna go first. She's gonna bonk her, she's gonna use this, so everyone gets in stealth, so they're forced to attack her, and then she's gonna counterattack, brap. And then he's gonna like sometimes sneak in here, sometimes not. He's just gonna do some damage, 3,000 is good damage, and she's gonna go brap, and then she's gonna go wah, and then it's gonna hit everybody, and it's supposed to kill everybody. I don't know that it will. So yeah, so she's a little weak still.
Oh, it's very close. She just needs more defense.
Yeah, so at this point, like, she probably just needs more defense.
Unfortunately, Ross and Arya aren't quite enough to clear wave 1, so we're gonna have to boost up their damage a bit. We'll do this by reforging some gear, moving some stuff around, but we're not gonna use our reforged pieces.
Or what if we modify? Can we modify something else to make it like
You
defense
literally
or
have
something?
no modified things at all.
Oh, but what if we get some? How do we get some?
They're very hard to get, and you have 2 gem boxes that give them, and I will not waste them on if I don't have
On
to.
defense.
Like, this is like,
That's
I need
fair.
to like get like the speed just right or something, and this is not where I want to be. I think what's happening here potentially is this front wave is not above 50% anymore. Because of how he's
Oh,
moving.
so we'd rather Ross kill them off than...
Yeah, exactly. Like the ideal situation is Ross kills them off, because Arya has a tough time like she won't be able to drop them in half by like 1 S3 or S1. So like I think this one will work, right? So 75. Okay, so now well, we didn't hit 1, so that's like one clear case, right? That we need to discuss. Up. Oh, that's more than 3,000. Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay, with wave 1 cleared now, with enough damage on Arya and Ross, we can get to the second stage of the Wyvern One Shot. One-shotting the Wyvern.
So Ross is gonna get blasted here, which is what we want. And then because it's the 3rd turn, yeah, so Arya's too fast actually. No, it's fine. Arya can't be too fast. So now we hit this. Defense break. Nice. Ross goes the dual attack. Doink. Secret goes her thing.
I don't think this goes down.
Ross dies, so he doesn't get another turn, which is very important. Arya goes. Flan goes, pushes up Secret. Not enough. Okay, so we need Molas on Flan.
Okay, well, that didn't work as planned, did it? Secret wasn't fast enough. Flan couldn't push up Secret enough to get going. So we're gonna have to fix this. We're gonna put Molas into Flans, which will push Secret up the bar even further. And I think we're gonna need Secret a little bit faster. This is where those mod gems are gonna come in handy, because we don't want to change Secret's gear at all. It's kind of stuck. And we can get rid of this useless stat and add some speed to get Secret right where we need her to be.
Okay, so I think what we've learned is Secret needs to be a little bit faster, and Ross needs to be a little bit slower, right? So Ross needs to be a little bit slower. So what can we do about that?
Well, the hardest part is Secret's on destruction gear, right? So we can't really touch it.
Secret needs to be fast. So this is like this is why I was saving the mod gems. These guys have effect resistance, which is useless. But if we go and take these ones are special because they let you choose any set, any substat. So I can choose destruction set, speed substat, and then we can modify that to speed. So that'll give us like 4 to 6 speed. So if we do that on both of those, then we'll have hopefully 10 speed, and that might be enough. If it's not, we're gonna be in trouble. Or we'll just like, if not, then we really have to kind of figure something out.
Okay, now that we've got secret fixed, we can try this again.
But I think like more often than not, like that shouldn't be. Can we get to see his? So miss crit. Okay.
Oh, if he crits him twice, does he still die?
I don't know. He missed all 3. Like. I think it's just weird because like he just does like so much like, oh, what the heck? What happened there? I still don't understand what happened with that last one. How did the dragon like?
I wonder if Secret just didn't crit, like here.
She has 100% crit.
Oh.
What? Vaughn, what are you doing? This is what happened. Vaughn's too slow. Oh no.
Oh, weird. That was kind of random though. She like just
too slow?
Do we want to give her like 5 speed and see if it fixes it?
But the problem is then like she can go in front of Ross on the first wave.
Oh, that one didn't work out quite the way we wanted to, did it? For some reason, Flan is not fast enough. She's not getting around to her second turn. The Wyvern's sneaking on in there. What's up with that? So we've got to make Flan faster. But this is going to be a little tricky because that's going to kind of mess everything up. First, because Flan and Ross are so close in timing and we cannot let Flan go in front of Ross because of this thing called speed RNG, which kind of makes it funky where they start out. They need to be 10 speed ahead. So if we speed up Flan, we need to speed up Ross. So let's start by speeding up Ross.
Well, what if we up both Ross and Flan speed?
We could try.
Oh, but then Ross goes before the wave.
Yeah, it could be tricky. I mean, let's just try it though. Let's just make Ross crazy fast.
Make him take 2 turns before the first wave.
No, we can't have that, and it'll be like impossible.
Yeah.
So this way he'll for sure go in front of the first wave.
Okay, now we sped up Ross, and this should be good, but we know that to speed him up, we lost a little bit of damage. So we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and check to make sure we can still clear wave 1.
Okay, so we just needed to not double hit front, and then we'll see if we keep clearing wave 1. Okay. Bonk. Okay, so the top one, right? Top run. No, that's not close.
Man, we're gonna go back to the drawing board. How are we gonna get Arya to clear wave 1 now that she needs more damage? Since we moved Ross up in the timeline, now because of Arya's artifact, which only gives extra damage when the units are above 50% health, she's gonna need more damage because Ross is coming in and not finishing the enemies off, but doing the damage first. So then you kind of lose that 20% damage boost from the artifact, prelude to a new era later. I'm a little worried that reforging a gear isn't really going to cut it here, so I think we need to pull together and craft a new gear and hope that it rolls well. Luckily, Ryan has some great, well, great is not the right word. Luckily, he has a few great damage necklaces that have defense substat, and if they go well, it could work out. But we don't have many shots at rolling gear because he's a really new account. He really doesn't have much charms to upgrade gear or gold to spend on upgrading gear. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough one, but here's how it went.
If that extra 4% gets us there, honestly, it might. We have one last reforged chance. These gears is like, besides this one, I feel like it's kind of hard to replace them. Because like this one could be a lot better for us. If we have like this one, defense percent is gonna go way longer than. Maybe we can get another defense roll here. Yes, no. Oh, we can try this one. I don't like effective. Okay, so we just want to hit like 2 defenses or something. Oh yes, defense again, please, 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 please. Yeah. Oh, I'm so mad that it's a 4, but I'll take it. More defense. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness. I think we're chilling now.
Into flat defense too.
Okay, okay. No, but this should do. This should do.
All right, now that we've got that out of the way, we can fix Flan speed to boost her up so that she can go right when she needs to go and scoot in front of that Wyvern. And we're ready to attempt our final official clear for Wyvern 13.
Have we done it? The moment of truth. Okay.
Holy crap, she
92-38.
did so much damage off the autos.
92-38. Yes!
The madman, he's done it. Well, we have to have one where she doesn't auto one of the frontliners, like,
I think
at all, right?
she always autos one because she's doing a counter attack.
Oh, so she always counterattacks one of them.
So she'll always like hit them like once with the counter and then once with the like animated attack. So should be good. Oh, and Flan's zooming. Yes.
5 sky stones for our troubles.
How do I hide the keyboard? It's been bothering me.
And so we did it. We finally got that Wyvern 13 one-shot with a pretty scuffed setup. And Ryan thinks he's gonna have a smooth time farming all he wants. But little did Ryan know, this was all part of my plan to get him addicted to RTA. So his phone's gonna be open playing Epic 7 all day anyway. All right, that's it. Thank you.